Good morning, Methuen High School. It's Tuesday, March 19th, and welcome to Methuen Minutes. My name is Gardner McManus.
And I'm Jonathan LaBelle. Coming up, Logan Healy sits down with some coffee house performers to talk about the event. That and so much more on Methuen Minutes.
Thanks for joining us today for episode 6 of Methuen Minutes.
We begin with a story by Tori Blanchette and Jasiri Contreras, all about Miss Guthrie's hard work in the library.
Walk through the media center, you see all the hard work Miss Guthrie puts into the library. Have you ever wondered where her inspiration comes from? Books have given students the ability to broaden their minds, opinions, and imaginations. Our school has the privilege of having such a diligent librarian like Miss Guthrie to provide students with such a unique and welcoming place and resourceful for all students. And many of her beautiful displays represents hours of work and creativity.
I think it's really important to add some life to the space just to kind of entice kids to come and look at displays, and it might make books more appealing.
Miss Guthrie's dedication to giving the library life is what makes Methuen High such a special place. She uses her own inspiration with a little help from Pinterest to create an appealing environment.
So I do like to look at Pinterest, but typically I will find an idea or inspiration and try to make it my own and make it relevant to teenagers today.
While Miss Guthrie can connect you to lots of ebooks, audiobooks, she believes that the library space itself is valuable to students.
I think the library is really just as important a space as, say, the gym or the cafeteria, and there's really something for everyone here, so hopefully more students will stop by and check out books.
Thanks, Ms. Guthrie, for sharing with us, and thank you for all that you do for us. Back to you guys in the studio.
Now, let's take a look at National Art Honor Society, presented by Logan Healy.
With mental health issues in the Commonwealth at an all-time high, Methuen's National Art Honor Society is working together on a mural for mental health awareness. The project, which was proposed early last month with the help of Future Mind Incorporated, would utilize the talent of Methuen's National Art Honor Society to draw attention to a crisis on the rise. Mental health has been a focus of attention for many in the community, both with staff and students, and now more than ever it is important to address. Here's one of the project's directors, Tayab Afzal, for more information on the mural.
The mental health awareness company that I'm a part of, Future Minds Inc., strives for a future where not a majority of teens suffer from the mental health crisis. The installation of this mural is to hopefully help students create a supportive, uplifting environment.
Though the idea is still in a developmental phase, with designs yet to be finalized, it offers a meaningful project to mobilize the NAHS for a good cause. It acts as a meaningful mark left by students, especially departing seniors, who may have gotten their artistic start here at MHS, and helps highlight an issue many in the community struggle with. Here now we turn to the group's advisor, Ms. Verisconi.
The National Art Honor Society was interested in being involved because we as a group have been interested in doing a mural in the school for a really long time. When we were approached about this opportunity, we were really excited. We have a group of students who are focusing on the designing of the mural and kind of elaborating on the initial concept. And then we have a team forming of folks who are going to be painting, which is a really cool process to be a part of, especially as, it'll be in the school, long-standing, and they can be a part of the long-standing history of the school.
Like all good artists, the NAHS is ready to battle suffering mental health using expression. Back to all of you in the studio.
As spring sports are starting back up again, the varsity boys tennis team has been preparing for the season. Gavin Mural is on location with the team to see how they are preparing for the season.
The varsity tennis team is looking for a strong start to the season as they get some early practice in. Let's see what they have to say.
I'm looking forward to the team getting back together again. We're going to have a lot of fun this season, and we're definitely going to win a lot of our games.
This season, I'm most looking forward to the matches at Tewksbury. as due to the fact that our courts have been deemed unplayable by the state conference, all of our matches are away.
We have a strong chance of winning MVCs as we have a strong bonded team, and we only have one rival this year, and I think we have the capability of beating them this year. Maybe close, but we can do it.
After finishing in second place last season, the Methuen Raiders Boys Tennis Club is looking to clinch their first title since 2019.
I feel like we have a very good chance to win the championship this year. Now that Havel has left our conference, we've lost a title contender, and our team has gotten a lot better over the offseason, and we can compete with our team in the conference and we compete with teams out of conference. So I think a very good shot of winning the conference championship this year.
The teams coming for the 2024 MVC championships this year, Coach Danny and Captain Philip Mativier are going to lead us to the trophy.
Lots of us like to get in our own heads, and we need to make sure that we keep calm and think of what our next moves are. But our strength is we all are bonded with each other, and we all know how to work with each other. So if someone needs help, we help them. And if they know what they're doing, then we keep encouraging them to keep doing it.
Something that we need to improve upon from last year is the mental part of our game as a whole. Individually, when we're playing in our matches, we could get into our heads, and that could cause us to get down on ourselves, and we're not going to play as well because we're going to keep making mistakes. But as a team in the offseason, we continue to work on the mental aspect of our game, and we're going to try and make sure that doesn't happen as much this year.
As a team, we definitely need to improve on our volleys. A volley is when you go to the net and you hit the ball. Our coach loves to tell us as a team that we have a gingerbread volley. It's a running joke throughout the team, and we definitely need to improve on our volleys.
So I do believe people should start to join this team more, as after next year, most of the team was going to graduate. So I do believe that there should be people, some younger people, I say like freshmen and sophomores, to join the team. So after we're gone, they can take our place and the tennis team does not die away.
I think other people should join the team because it's a very good experience to play for the tennis team, and we're a very close team here. We're all friends with each other, and it will be a good way to spend your spring and stay active.
I have a feeling this team is going to go far this season. Now back to the studio.
Now we turn to the lacrosse team as they are ready to hit the road running. Here's Roshan Memdu with all the more details.
Season is finally arriving, and this year the varsity lacrosse team gains a new coach. Here we meet Coach Verana as he tells us a little bit about the importance of the lacrosse program and how it helps each individual player get involved in extracurricular activities and gain responsibility.
Just like any other program, I would say it gets students involved in extracurricular activities, and they are able to get that sense of community among the team, and it really teaches them responsibility.
Mr. Verana tells us how he loves lacrosse and what made him want to become a coach. He also explains where it all started.
I grew up playing the sport, and I think the combination of me understanding the sport at the caliber that I do, as well as teaching to and understanding the students through that manner, combining the two just kind of sounded like a facilitated process, something that I could get into real quickly. And I started in third grade, and I just turned 28, so a long time, I would say. I played a little bit in college on a club team at LSU. That was the last time I was on an organized team, but I never put the sport down. I never put it away. I watch it all the time. I play it as often as I'm on the field with the guys, with the team.
With being the new coach comes a change in division, but Coach Verana has high hopes for this season.
We look pretty good. We're on a 2-year trial period with the MVC right now. Playing MVC small, so it's a little bit different schedule than what we're used to. Some of the teams will run with a little bit better. And we did lose some defenders, but as I was saying before, everybody's got a role, and we'll just pick up the pace and fill those gaps, and we'll figure out an offense that suits the team, and I think we're projected we'll be pretty good.
Coach Verona sees the potential in each player and how the plays are designed to help the players grow and the team succeed.
A player might not be the best shooter or the best passer, but they might be a better communicator, so that there's a role for them. Or if the student or the player is the better shooter, we'll build a play around that particular skill set. And I just think recognizing where you fit in on the team is crucial to a successful lacrosse program. Admitting your strengths and your weaknesses is very important too. So for the players to know their role, that will give them an upper edge, an advantage over other players or other teams for that matter.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Though Coffee House is come and gone, it's still fresh in the minds of choir. Here's Methuen Minutes' Logan Healy following a sit-down with a few performers from the event for their retrospective on how it went.
A mix of varying genres and coffee to enjoy, MHS's choir set itself up for something special with this year's Coffee House. Performed on March 2nd, the annual show acts as a fundraiser for the program to provide the choir with not only funds but an eager audience. That audience in turn is given a nice night out, and this year was no exception. Sets ranging from an a cappella version of Take On Me to a cover of Symphony of Destruction played throughout the CAF, providing entertainment while supporting Methuen's fine arts. All this, however, is not as important as what it provides for the students.
Coffee House is the most important event for choir because it's the one event where we get to raise money for the choir program, and everyone gets a chance to have a solo. It's not just seniors like for the winter concerts or the spring concerts. Everyone gets a solo if they audition for it. It's very uplifting. Everyone's always cheering and bringing up each other. It's just a really fun event, and you make a lot of money for the choir program.
The most significant part of Coffee House is the student body behind it. They give their time and energy to the choir, looking to express their talents in return. For some, the MHS choir was their start, while for others, it's a little more complicated.
It first kind of started when I was back in 5th grade and I saw a poster up for Into the Woods Junior, and I was drawn to it for some reason. I never had done anything prior to like singing or performing in any means or ways, and I went to those auditions, killed it, I'd say, pretty much. Got to a callback and then got casted as the Wolf for Into the Woods Junior. After that experience, I started getting more into singing itself and practicing my voice and getting teachers to help me with being able to pronounce my voice more, build it up, and make it sound more bigger and greater and for every step of the way. And it's honestly just been a wild whirlwind of events that have brought me up to Coffee House, where I feel like I've been at my best performing for people and really hitting them with my powerful voice that I've been working on. I've slowly made my way up to performing and singing with people with small little things, and I think it's really made me more poignant and powerful.
For those in this year's Coffee House, it may have been a turbulent process. Putting on any public performance is stressful for those involved, but it's typically the product that determines the value of the process. With a coffee house this ambitious, it's important to ask those involved what they thought of it.
I feel like it was really good. I really liked the group participation. It just brought everybody together very well. And of course, it was just very fun.
Music is a universal art form, and Coffee House this year proved that for everyone. Back to all of you in the studio.
Don't forget to stay up to date with everything our MHS Media team is doing by subscribing to our YouTube channel at MHS Media Productions. And hit us up on Instagram at Methuen HS Media. And let us know if you have any ideas for the show.
Well, that does it for this episode of Methuen Minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe on YouTube. We'll see you next time.